Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. Now tonight's pour is going to be one I've done before, and I've actually done two of these so far. They both sold, so they go pretty fast, very popular, but it's a Super Mario. And this is made by Jax. They're hard to find, actually. I found my first one I had been thinking about doing a Super Mario, but excuse me, again, doing some of the ideas that I have that pop into my head. I have to have the figure, the car, the object, whatever I want. I have to be able to find it because I don't have a 3D printer, and I don't really want to invest in one of those to do all the things that I've come up with. So it's usually if I have to put stuff on the back burner until somebody makes it. Although I do have a friend that does have a 3D printer, and he could probably do that for me. But as of right now, I'm just going to buy these. So anyway, these are hard to find. I found this one at Meijer, I believe it was. And then I went back after I finished the first one, which I have a video on that one, and couldn't find them. They had the 4-inch. These are 2.5 inch, and they had the 4-inch. So I went to Amazon, couldn't hardly find them. I think I found one. I ordered it. I did another one, and then I wanted to do some more, so I couldn't find this one. I like this one in particular because he's got his leg up. He's like he's jumping. That shows him better there on the back, and that's what I want because he's jumping. And so my friend with the 3D printer, he printed me off this tube, and it's flat on the back, so I can put it on the canvas just flat. I didn't want the complete round tube. So he made a couple of those for me. I used it in my second one, and I'm going to use this on my third one. But I went back to Amazon and couldn't hardly find him. I found this one, which he doesn't really, well, you can't see it because of the sticker, but he's not really jumping. He's more, his legs are apart. Kind of like this one. I found this one too. It's more like that, where he's just kind of standing there with his legs apart, but I can make it work. So they're getting harder and harder to find. I actually went to Jack's website. I found their website, and they just kind of put what they make out there. They didn't have them you couldn't order them from them, basically, which was kind of disappointing because I probably would have bought quite a few of these because these do sell fast. It's usually the very first event I do that I go to that I had finished the painting on, it sells that day. So, and I'll have to have my friend Josh, he can make me some more of these. He says he can get them real cheap. So what we're going to do, I've decided to film this one today because of the tube on it. I don't have a tube on the first one that I videoed. So what we're going to use is we're going to use sky blue as the background. And then we're using a darker blue and just red and white. Now why am I using that is because those are the colors in there. He does have yellow buttons, but I'm not using yellow. So we're going to get red, white, and blue. So, and that's what I did the first two in. So all I have to do is mix the paints and we can get started. All right, and so as you can see, we have the blue down. And so the figure is going to be about here, and the tube is there. So we're going to have an arch like that. So we want the tube about right here. So I'm going to make a little, I'm not going to be able to see that. I'll do a little bit. So I know where it's at, where I need to know where to go. So shake these up. Go like this. too much white. Much better. We want to get that blue and red in there. We need just a little bit of red in there. The tube right there. That worked out pretty good. We got a little white spot there. White spot there. Alrighty. We do a lot of light white spots. All right, so we'll let this dry and then we'll resin it, place the objects in there, and we'll have a really great piece. All right, so this is dried. We have our Mario. He's gonna go right there. And your tube is gonna go right there. I'm gonna hang it over just a little bit off the edge, but that's all right. So we've got 7 ounces of Promise epoxy. I actually have 14 ounces in here because I got a canvas right over here that we're doing as well, and it's a Sonic the Hedgehog, which you'll see that video as well. So I need to split this up, put 7 ounces here. So we'll pour some on, kind of see how that looks, where we're at. Let me get over there on that. Oh, just a little bit more, about another ounce. Just a hair more. And if we seem like there's not enough, we can always do this one over here. So I'm going to pour this over here, at least get it out of the jug, out of the mixing cup. Set that down. So we'll finish this one up first, and then we'll stop and at least get this spread so I can get the glove off to finish it up. But we'll stop when I get this spread out and go. I'll film the other one so I can get this glove off. I don't want to take it off before I spread the other one. And then I can torch it. So we're going to spread some of this out here. Oh, come on. stop it just for. All right, so now we torch. Torch, 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 torch. Get all these bubbles out. See a little something in the resin right there. I have a pretty good light here, so I can get a good reflection off of the resin, this light, so I can see these bubbles popping. I don't think you can see them in the video. You might be able to see some of them. So I can get a good angle with this light and see them popping. And I torch until I don't really see any popping anymore. This kind of looks like it's glittering when they're popping. Like it's glitter. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but like when you see the sparkle of the glitter, that's kind of what it looks like. So, jumping over it a number of times because you think you got it all, and then you go over and you see that popping. You're like, well, nope, I didn't get it all. I think we're about there. I don't see much. I don't see how we're popping anymore. So we got it. Got it good. So we'll place the, now when you put something solid background like this, sometimes you have to push it down. As you saw, it kind of, it's gliding on the liquid, so you have to push it down for it to kind of push that liquid out from under it so it won't move. Because I'd hate to come in the morning and this be up here because it slid over here. The cars, a lot of the cars that I do, I don't have to do that. The turtles I do, I have to push that in pretty hard, down pretty far. And the wolf head I did was like that. So that you don't have to push down because he's not sliding at all. But when you do place an object in the resin, you need to make sure that you have quite a bit in contact with the resin so that it will harden around it and hold it in there. You don't want a very thin, like a good example would be the crown of thorns I did. So it had a lot of thorns. So it was very thin. The points of the thorns in 3 or 4 or 5 places were actually the only thing touching it. I was afraid it was gonna kind of fall off or get knocked off or something. So I actually clipped a lot of the thorns on the bottom so it was more flat, so I could lay a lot of it into the resin. So that's a tip for you. So we got that. All right. So if you like this one, hit the like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for watching.